Hi, welcome to Familiar Circle, where we provide insights to everyday queries. In this video, I'll be showing you how to calculate the mean. But first of all, what is the mean? What do we mean by mean? So the mean is the sum of a collection of numbers divided by the count, or the number of numbers in that same collection. This is the definition of the arithmetic mean, which is by far the most common mean. In fact, when we mention mean or average, we normally refer to the arithmetic mean. As you probably can tell, mean means the same thing as the average. So you have a collection of numbers, and then you count up those numbers, then you keep the number of numbers or the count of numbers, and then you add the numbers up, and then you divide the sum of the numbers by the count of the numbers, and then you get the mean. So let's look at how we can do this on Excel. So I've got a set of numbers here, or a collection of numbers on the screen, and we'll talk about the first one on the left and then the one on the right. So the fantastic thing about Excel is when you highlight the numbers, it calculates the mean on the fly. So when we say mean, we also mean the average. So if I highlight all these numbers from cell C1 to cell C12, you'd notice that at the bottom here on Excel, you'd see the average is 59.75. So it gives you some descriptive statistics about the numbers. For example, you get 59.75 right there at the bottom. You get the number of numbers, the count of the numbers, so that's 12. So we have 12 numbers on the screen on the left. And then we have the sum, so 717. So when you divide 717 by 12, you get 59.75, and that's the mean of these set of numbers. We can do the same thing on the right. So if we highlight all the numbers from cell F1 to F13, we get the average, so 36.930769. We get the count, so there are 13 numbers, and then we get the sum of all numbers that have been highlighted. So we have 480. We can use formula in Excel to do it. So if we just write equals, we can do AVG, average. And it tells us average returns the average or the arithmetic mean of its arguments, which can be numbers or names, arrays, or references that contain numbers. So we're just going to double click that now. And then we can then click cell C1 and drag it to cell C12, and then close the bracket and hit enter, and we get the same 59.75 that we got when we highlighted the cells. We can repeat the same thing for the cells F1 to F13. So again, equals AVERAGE, so average, double click that, and then click the first cell and drag up to the last cell, and then close the brackets, hit enter, and we get 36.92308. So this has been rounded up to 5 decimal places. But if we highlight the same thing, we can get them here as well. So 36.9230769. So we get 92308 because that's been rounded up so that we can view that on the display. I think possibly if we drag that, we get a bit more. If we drag that across, we get a bit more. So so this is how you can calculate the mean or the average on Excel. And remember, when we mention mean, we essentially refer to it as the sum of a collection of numbers divided by the count or the number of numbers in that same collection. And this is what we refer to as the arithmetic mean. Thanks for watching.